continues on TNN.
I know you love him a long time ago, and even now in my heart, you still want him.
1988 saw the crowning achievement of Keith Whitley's career with the album and single called Don't Close Your Eyes. It marked a return to his traditional country roots and became his first #1 song.
When you hold me too, don't close your eyes.
He just wanted to do straight ahead, solid country music without the pop overtones so much. He was proud of the success he'd had. He just wanted to take the next step deeper into what he was doing. Keith just stood there and let it go, and it was magic.
He was so proud. He said, "This is my favorite album I've ever done. I finally feel like we've captured what Keith Whitley is about."
And don't close your eyes.
Don't Close Your Eyes was named Country Music Song of the Year, and the follow-up single also went to #1, I'm No Stranger to the Rain.
I fought with the devil, got down on his level, but I never gave in, so he gave up on me.
The first time I played it for him, he was just floored. He said, "Man, somebody's been reading my mail." He said, "This song is me." And it was just one of those songs we identified together on right away. And he really felt like that song was about him.
I've been sacrificed by brothers, crucified by lovers, but through it all I withstood the pain. I'm no stranger to the rain.
And just as Keith's career was taking off, so was Lorrie's. She now had her own hit singles and tour dates.
Oh, man, he was all for it. I used to go to Lorrie's band rehearsals, and I was Lorrie's agent also. And Keith would come over there, and Lorrie would ask him, what do you think? He'd say, "Man, you know, this guy's a hot player, this guy's good." I think he was very, very supportive.
But Lorrie's success was also a strain on Keith.
I think he was afraid that I would have success and make money and not depend on him and leave him.
When he was around people, he was okay. But there was something there, Lorrie leaving, you know, just before the promo tour when we were about to embark on that whole thing, and don't go.
By early 1989, Keith was drinking hard again and almost killed himself when he crashed his car. His whole demeanor seemed to have changed.
There was a look in Keith's eyes the last few times he was on television that was very sad, distraught, troubled. That sparkle that was in Keith's eyes and the smile, and it was gone.
It's almost like you live what you sing to a certain degree, and he wrote that song, I've Done Everything That Hank Did But Die.
By May of '89, RCA was telling Keith he had to get treatment or face being dropped from the label.
That was never something that I was going to do, but just like a kid, you know, I'm going to take away your toys. And he said, no, don't do that. I'll do anything. I will do anything. I said, well, you got to go in this time, Keith, and you got to stay. And you got to come out clean and sober. I'll do it. Don't do that, please.
At this same time, Keith was trying to persuade Lorrie not to go on her own promotional tour. And Lorrie was torn about what to do.
I didn't want to go in the first place. I knew we had a problem before we left. And I called the record label, I called my manager, and I begged him not to make me go. And I knew something bad was going to happen. I knew it.
Unfortunately for Keith and all those who loved him, Lorrie's fears would prove well-founded. The Life and Times of Keith Whitley returns in a moment on TNN. In May of 1989, Lorrie Morgan was on a promotional tour, but worried about the welfare of her husband back in Nashville. She was right to worry. Keith Whitley had gone on a drinking binge.
He went on just a wild binge that weekend, and I wasn't there to help him. And that destroyed me for a long time. He was wild. He was drunk. He was doing coke. And nobody was there to save him.